Link. Go to content creators. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have some sort of trailer. Um, Apparently this is the movie event trailer, and I'm going to give you guys my raw live reaction to this. And as you can see, that looks like a Gallimimus to me personally. Okay, this quality is like bad. Let me increase the quality. There we go. But this is apparently like the movie event that was announced, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in a second because I've been seeing it. But anyways, let's go ahead and watch this. Teaser animated by Inda. All right. Movie Giga. Holy. Movie Gallimimus, movie Parasaurolophus, movie Pteranodon, movie Quetzalcoatl, movie Hatzegopteryx, movie Titanosaur. Titanosaur by Inda. Okay. And more to come. That's more? And more? Okay, let's go through this. Let's go through this. So we got movie Galley, which was confirmed, movie Giganotosaurus, movie Parasaurolophus, movie Pteranodon, movie Quetzalcoatlus, movie Hatzegopteryx, movie Titanosaurus. Because okay. Let's go back from the beginning. So obviously, movie Gallimimus. This thing looks insane. We have been needing. Continue playing it. Hold on. Oh, all right. I'll continue playing it. All right. In credits. All right. Part one. Okay. So, well, movie Dilo, and D-Rex. I saw that in the chat. Okay, or in the thing. So let me open the Discord. Pull up the Discord real quick. Or actually, let's go through this trailer like bit by bit real quick. So, movie Gallimimus looks absolutely phenomenal. Also, the animation, this is like almost a recreation, like mild like recreation of the trailer for the one not the most recent one that's coming out, but the one previous, the Jurassic movie with like the Giga. This Parasaur looks awesome. Movie Parasaurolophus is not something I expected. I don't think it's an actual partnership. No, the question is who's gonna get the D-Rex skin, T-Rex or Faso? That's a good question. Honestly, I think it would be something like Kamara, if anything. I don't think it'd be Rex. I think it would be like a sauropod, even like Salta, or like maybe even like Sauroposeidon. But these pterosaurs look great, and I don't know if this is a studio or not. I'm sure it could be answered, but this might be like a studio because I don't. Either that or this is not our current map. Let me just point that out right now. This is not our current map. I don't know if this is like a studio meant for just the filming of it, because they do that a lot of the times. They do that is they'll just make a studio for the fact of like recording something and like making these animated trailers. But I don't know because I mean, it's for the trailer. Okay, I had a feeling that's what it was. Okay. I love like okay, so like the membranes I've had a problem with the membranes in the past of like some of the other models, but these membranes look great. The membranes on the pterosaurs look great. Now I don't think I was told that the animations in this do not reflect the animations of the actual playable in game. So if you're unsatisfied with any of these like animations, it's like this is for the trailer specifically. I just want to point that out for you guys. Okay, so this I'm assuming this is movie hats, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this one's the hats. I'm definitely gonna get them wrong. Movie trike. Look at the osteoderms on that guy. The osteoderms all on that guy's back. Imagine an Isla Sorna map. Yeah, movie trike is this. I didn't expect this to be for Titanosaur. I like this is. I'm glad it is. Honestly, Titanosaur. I'm cool with that. Movie versus crossover skins. What is better? Really? I love like all the crossover skins. Do not get me wrong, but like these are amazing. And that should be hats, movie hats, I think, which is dope. And movie Pteranodon. Oh man, I love pterosaurs and as dark. It's like they're my favorite prehistoric creatures. That's a good shot right there. Some of this stuff is like wallpaper worthy. I feel like just having like a looping animation of the heads flying out and in. Okay, so yeah, movie Gallimimus, movie Giga, then movie Para, then movie Pteranodon, then movie Quetz. Okay, so I was right. This is Quetz, and then movie Hatzegopteryx, right? And then movie Titanosaur, and then theoretically, movie Dilo. So and this is part one. So apparently, in July, there's gonna be a part two or something like that. Let's pull up the Discord fully. Okay, so let's see in development. So I want to pull this up because Sir Blamison posted has been doing Indominus Rex, like making Indominus Rex into like a thing for like. So there are two ways that the development team are thinking about going about this. There's either making it movie albino terror, or making it a skin for something. Now I have been arguing with a lot of the community in UG about this. It should be a skin for something. Indominus Rex should be a skin for something. It should not be for albino terror. Absolutely not. Because albino terror is so unbelievably hard to get for new players, and I don't care that albino terror is in the limited egg thing, right? That's dumb, right? It doesn't matter, right? If you're gonna want it to be anything, right? If you want it to be under albino terror, put albino terror back on sale. Because if you're worried about the value or anything about albino terror, I want you to understand that prior to 2021 Black Friday event, like albino terror was actually rare and not everybody had hybrids. Nowadays, literally everybody's hybrids and albino terror is not rare in the slightest. I understand that it makes sense for albino terror, but think about the new players that this might bring in, right? All the kids who just went to see the new Jurassic movie and come home to play Roblox and want to play as, like these creatures, right? They're like, oh my god, this game has Indominus Rex. You know, I understand why people would say it makes sense for albino terror, but I feel like it's just better to be on literally anything. Like one of the other, like somebody even suggested Mapusaurus, a skin for Mapusaurus. So it could be movie Mapusaurus if you really wanted to. I just feel like putting it on albino is just going to be like, you know. I understand that it used to be a part of the first movie event. I get that fact. But I'm not doing this because it quote unquote makes sense in that kind of aspect. I'm doing it, I would say it'd be more of the point of for the future of the game, like attracting people. Because like I said, think about the new players who are entering into the game, right? And before you say, well, I don't care about new players are what's going to keep this game going. Let me point that out. So think about like all the new players that are hopping in, and then they see that Indominus Rex was added, and they want to play as Indominus Rex because they love Indominus Rex. Oh wait, you can't get it because it's under Albino Terror. I prefer Albino being its own hybrid and having Indominus skin rather than Indominus being a playable. No, I'm not saying Indominus being a playable. I'm saying Indominus being a skin for something else, not for Albino Terror. Being a skin for something like Mapu, Giga, Kark, a different theropod. You see, you say Giga, but Giga has a lot of skins. Giga has a lot of skins. Like here, let me pull up Roblox for you guys real quick. So, oh, sorry, I've been farming. So let's go. So some people said Rex, and Rex has enough skins. Rex has plenty of skins to go around. Giga, let's go Giganotosaurus. Giga's got a decent amount of skins. It's not too crazy. It's mainly got two main skins. Mapu. Somebody suggested Mapu, and I was here for Mapu because Pizza Mapu and Azuro are really the only Mapu skins. I don't really count throwbacks as skins. Kark was brought up. Again, Kark has, I feel like, enough skins. Acro. Acro could be like a maybe. Oh, no, Acro's got way too many skins. Yeah, Acro's got 4 skins. That's crazy. I forget that. Tyranotitan. No, Tyranotitan has enough skins. So I could see Giga maybe, but I'm still leaning way towards Mapu. I feel like Mapu is like an underutilized creature besides Azazel when it's like actually good, when Azazel's like meta. Like, I feel like it could be under here. And somebody also suggested Chilantosaurus, which is disabled right now, that only has Yin Flare. But Chilante's like kind of small. But like maybe I could see that. But anyways, just because like Albino Terror is so hard to get. Like, this thing is so hard to get. In order to get Albino Terror, you have to trade pretty much. Because you are not getting it from this limited egg. You're not getting this. As a new player, you're not getting this. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna have movie skin. Exactly, you're right. Exactly. Right? You're not getting, right? Even if you get 10k SD, which mind you is very hard to do as a new player, right? You gotta get like you gotta hope that you get like it in one of these, right? And selected out of all of this. So instead, just make it a skin for Mapu. And you can make it weaker than regular albino if you want to, like, or it can be on par with regular albino. And people are worried about the value of Albino Terror dropping. Albino Terror hasn't been worth that much in a long time. Its value is kind of fluctuating constantly. And Albino Terror has skins that you can use for trading. This is mildly expensive. This is mildly expensive. This is very expensive. Right, so I've heard that argument about trading, and at the end of the day, it's less about trading and more about just the game itself. Making sure the game itself is doing well. Because yes, trading is absolutely integral to the game, and I 100% agree with that. And I am here for the trading community as someone who was very avid a part of the trading community for a very long time. I advocate for you guys, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is the player base and the growth of the player base. So, Mapusaurus should probably be where Indominus Rex goes. But, nonetheless, absolutely amazing job on Sir Blameson's part. Always cooking, as always. And honestly, the dev team cooking as a whole. We got this pick of the D-Rex Claw. D-Rex, so people are saying they might be on Rex. Again, you saw right there, Rex has too many skins. And yeah, that thing's giant. So if anything, I feel like it's gonna be on something like, think about like what Vilex is on. Like people saying that Faso, but I feel like that just take away from Faso, honestly. I'd maybe Faso. But honestly, I'd rather it be on like a normal playable that's like not that hard to get. Like you can get on like Pew because it's big. It's a big thing. So I'd think like some sort of sauropod. Like Kamara, think like Vilex. Vilex got that same kind of like claw vibe going on. New terror skin? No. At the moment, it's Blameson's up in the air on whether to put Indominus Rex on terror or put it on something else. And I'm advocating for not putting it on terror. I mean, you could put on Lusotitan, although Lusotitan literally just got a skin. I need something that I can like categorize, like sauropods, theropods, ornithischians, stuff like that. Giraffotitan, no, maybe. Well, like I said, it'd have to be on something like one of these like sauropods that's like not too big. I don't think we've had a new sauropod in a while. But I don't know. Indominus is coming. Yeah, yeah. Indominus Rex. Yes, yes. If I go into the general chat and I type in from Blamison, if I can like scroll back far enough to find it. Give it 1 second. There we go. So that's the wrong thing. Yeah, so Blamison was pointing out that there's a lot of differences. There's a lot of difference between Indominus Rex and Albino Terror, because there is. Yeah, so they're different enough. Did I stream this? Okay, but anyways, let me read this for you guys. So, with the spring event released, you've likely noticed selective updates and teasers in the channel. Within those past 2 months, the current event was taking place, with a few people caught on when two specific remodels were teased and not released, which, mind you, I called it. I called it. If you look in my Discord, I made a post about it, about a movie event, but I didn't want to, like, blow up the idea of a movie event too hard, because I didn't want, like, I wanted development to be able to, like, keep it in the background a little bit. Yes, a movie event, an entire Jurassic one that most of us have been working on since March or April. To prevent worry of delay, we have nearly 20 completed assets, right? So we've seen like what, 10 of them maybe? So we've seen maybe half of them. They're already concluding productions, though with what is still left, it's split into two parts. We're resorting to simplistic events through the Easter event, now enjoyable. Most bugs have been settled. Large events cause severe amount of distress towards both developers and community, which is very true. The event itself consists of finding amber and rocks and unlocking skins, with a few alternative unlocking methods, with some very special creatures to come. Part 1 is focusing on Jurassic World Rebirth alongside other assets relating to the Jurassic Park. Part 2 focuses on Jurassic related things that are more related to world than park. Through what content comes, which parts may shift around. We are prepared to execute this in the best quality we can offer. Expect many teasers as we build up to July. So I'll probably be posting stuff about it and maybe theorizing, right? Something the community has wanted for a long time is Movie Moza. I am holding out so hard for Movie Moza. I've literally been talking about it in UG ever since this was teased. I've been talking about Movie Moza. I am hoping that we get a Movie Moza and it's giant, right? I love the one in Rebirth. Rebirth is really cool, but I want the giant one from the Jurassic World movie, like the first one, where it jumps out and eats the shark. I want that one, dude. Yeah, well, yeah, Movie Moza was announced and it was made by Trashy, but Trashy hates the DS community, which he's not shy about in the slightest. So he was holding off on making Movie Moza a reality, but I'm hoping that Movie Moza actually gets added. Rebirth, yeah, exactly. That's a good point right there. Thank you for that Kaiju Guy 72. So that's a great point, right? I think Movie Spino is likely to come, right? And let me just point this out right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 skins on Spino. 13 Spino skins. Insanity, right? So Oxalia hopefully will be getting this a movie Spino. So hopefully the Rebirth Spino will be on Oxalia, which will probably more likely not be the case. I am still sad that Oxalia doesn't walk on all fours, but that's besides the point. I gotta think, what other skins could possibly be added? Let me open up. So we got movie Parasaurolophus, we got movie Dilo, we have let me pull up the list again. So Gallimimus, Giganotosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Pteranodon, Quetz, Hats, Titanosaurus. What other thing? Indoraptor? Yes. Indoraptor could be something that we could get. Although we have just a better Indoraptor already in Mr. Evanicus here. I could see like Compy, or like Coelophysis, movie Coelophysis, although I don't think people would like that very much. And I know people are wanting movie Rex. If we were to get movie Rex, I would not want it on Rex. Which I know sounds stupid. I would rather it be on something like Tarbo. Because movie Mipe, what would Indoraptor be on Mipe? Are you saying Indoraptor movie Mipe? Barry, Allo, Carno. Carno, I'm here for. Allo, I don't know. I don't feel like Allo got enough screen time. And then Baryonyx, maybe. I feel like Baryonyx is kind of... I don't know. I don't know if Baryonyx also got enough movie time to really get it. You know what we should... What? No. Do we have a Dimorphodon? I don't think we have Dimorphodon, do we? I think the closest thing we have to Dimorphodon is Isodactylus. So if we got like movie Isodactylus, but it was Dimorphodon, because there were Dimorphodons in Jurassic World, right? And we could use more flyers always. We could always use more flyers. Movie Chrono would look pretty nice too. Yeah, exactly. Let me look up Jurassic World dinosaurs. Okay. So there's Apodos, there was a Velociraptors. So, I mean, hey, getting Velociraptors added would be pretty cool. Movie Therizinosaurus. Yeah, movie theory. That's so true. That's so true. Movie theory would go so hard. Movie theory would be so awesome. Movie theory. Absolutely. I'm here for it. I know Theory's got a lot of skins, but that's because Theory's awesome. So movie theory, I am absolutely here for. Absolutely here for movie theory. Pyroraptor, yes. Pyroraptor, yes. That'd be cool. Now it would be cool if we got Pyroraptor and it swam. Which like sounds kind of stupid, but like it did swim in the movie, so theoretically, the Troodon from the novel, maybe because they did say some of them would be focusing on the park. Or on Jurassic Park. Let's see. Yeah, Dimorphodon. We need Dimetrodon. We need Dimetrodon, dude. Like bad. We need Dimetrodon really, really bad. Also, there was like the Protoceratopsians that were also part of the movie. Yeah, so what was that? Microcyntosaurus would also be, yeah, Dimorphodon, Dimetrodon, Microcyntosaurus, Carnotaurus. Although I highly, highly, highly doubt we'd get Microcyntosaurus. Ultimasaurus. Okay, so someone has my Megabore right now. I let someone borrow my Megabore. I have yet to get it back. But we have this thing called Apex Hothead Megabore. I can't show it right now because my Megabore. I don't have my Megabore on me right now. But movie Mosa, absolutely. We need first of all, we need a Mosasaur remodel, dude. Mosasaur remodel so badly. So badly. This guy's so ugly. We also need a Gallimimus remodel. But the movies will, if we get movie Mosa, we are getting movie Gallimimus. But if we get movie Mosa, right, that'll hold off on needing a remodel for that guy. Miscellaneous hybrid, Spinoraptor, Stegoceratops. What about Scorpius Rex? Scorpius Rex is pretty cool. Well, you could put like Scorpius on like Majungasaur. Ankylodocus. Although I feel like they probably wouldn't want to go too heavy into like the hybrids. of the Jurassic Park and World franchise, especially like the whatever the Jurassic Evolution game. You do like movie Anki, which actually movie and Dinosaur would actually go pretty hard because our honestly Anki in this game is kind of terrible. Anki looks kind of horrible. I always use Danky. If I'm playing Anki, I'm playing Danky. But yeah, so I will probably end up making a video about the movie event and like kind of theorizing. So if you guys go into the Discord, into my Discord, let me like pull it up real quick. Movie Giga will get edits eventually. Oh, okay. So, well, Enda just posted that Movie Giga will get edits eventually. Let me just pull that up right here. So if you're worried about the look of Movie Giga, right here. Movie Giga will get edits eventually. Literally my first Blender model, which is fair. I do not blame Inda for that at all. Okay, but anyways, let me go to my Discord. Go into like movie event and under DS suggestions. God, why is that emoji right there? I'm gonna scroll up a little. Let me scroll up to like the very top. So okay, I don't know what's going on with this. But this was I posted this 10/7/2024, mind you. This was a long time ago I've talked about it in multiple videos, or not videos but live streams of a movie event. So if you guys want to come into my Discord and just leave your suggestions in here, it's under DS suggestions and then movie event. You guys come in here, I'll read through these, and if there's a lot of really good ones that I can think of, even like skins, I will make a video about it and I'll talk about it. If we get a JP map, it should be a region. It should have regions where it's just piles of crap to reference in memes of like trike poop. Yeah, people want like Isla Nublar or like Isla Sorna and stuff like that, which I'm here for. I kind of always wanted to like I always kind of wanted like a like where you go into like a city. So like I think it's Jurassic World, or not, sorry, Jurassic Park like 2. I think it's either 2 or 3 where they go to San Antonio, and I've been corrected multiple times. I would want it to be where they go to San Antonio, um like our dinosaurs go to San Antonio, and that's like one of like the places you can go, like even like because it's a part 2, so you could make it to where it's like on Isla Sonar, Nublar or whatever, and then go to like something like that. I could also see that just being like meh, but they could also have it to where there's like multiple islands and stuff. There's a lot of things that they could do. It's probably going to be a pretty simplistic event because they don't want to go overboard on it, because they worked really hard on this Easter event. It's been kind of buggy, but yeah. What about an Ark event with ugly designs of creatures like Arkmosa and Aloe? That would be cool, although snail games, I feel like would probably come after UG for something like that, just because of what they are, right? They might actually attack UG for it. And I'm honestly I'm like a little tiny bit worried about if after Rebirth comes out, if what is it, Universal? Is that who does it? Yeah, Universal like would come after the Roblox games and make their own game after Rebirth comes out, just similar to like how Toho did it. I'm like slightly worried about that. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could, and that would be not great if we had a movie event and then that happened. But I mean, JB's been getting away with it, so we do need a movie Stegosaurus. You know, that's fair. I agree. Movie Stego would be pretty fire. As long as they don't add Arc OC, we could be fine. Rock Drake, Shadow Mains. Maybe. I mean, like I said, Roblox games might be small enough to where they wouldn't be noticed, but also I just don't think UG would be interested in doing something like that. I would like it. Because I like Ark. I play Ark like a good amount. I've beaten most of the maps. So, you know, but I don't know. But this movie event, I'm super pumped for, up to July. I'm gonna try and start posting a little bit more. I'm gonna attempt to. Again, sorry guys. I have been so unbelievably busy. You would not believe it. I've just been working so much. So I will try to get out some videos. If I can get that Alameda skin, maybe I can do an Alameda Meta Mysteries. I know once I get my Megavore back, which I'm trying to get back, I want to do a Megavore Meta Mysteries because Vanilla apparently is supposed to be really good, and they just did a bunch of changes to all of the ranges. So hopefully we can get some Meta Mysteries episodes out soon if I can get to recording. Um, Completely unrelated, but I would kill for the Zafactinus skin. Why don't just a Zafactinus playable? The Zafactinus was a creature that was alive back then, so I could easily see it. Yeah. I want more. I want like all fish in the ocean. I want like actual fish. I want them to be remodeled. And I want them to remodel the trees, which is another thing I want to talk about at some point. The crossover, seeing the picture from the crossover thing made me want to talk about the remodeled trees. So I might have a video about trees at some point soon. And I can't assure you it'll be a super long video. I could probably extend it to 10 minutes talking about just trees. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I gotta finish grinding up the Easter event and getting all the stuff from the Easter event. As you can see, I really don't have that much. I only have like a few thousand golden eggs. But anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.